Cancer. Welcome. And welcome back. To Heretical Tarot. Sorry. I just floated away there for a second. So we're talking about September, which is crazy, isn't it? I'm just like, okay. I hope that August is treating you well. I feel like I'm putting these out a little bit early, but for some reason, I keep getting like nudged to do the readings, and you know, I'm fine with that. I always say I'll go where the energy takes me as long as it feels good, and it does. And even like these cards, we're all about consent on this channel. And anytime I pick a deck, before I do any of the readings, I'll shuffle it and ask it if it even wants to do the readings. Because whatever deck it is, it's going to do every single one of the zodiac or the human design profile readings. And I think I shuffled 3 other decks that were like immediately no. But then shuffling this deck, the Sun card and the Ten of Pentacles came out. So clear, or no, I'm sorry. I keep saying the Ten of Pentacles. It was the Ten of Cups. So anyway, clearly it wanted to do the readings. So, a couple self plugs. I am offering personal readings. Now, there's a Chariot again. There's your card. And actually, like, I was shuffling the deck prior to doing the reading, and I was like, who are we doing next? And the Chariot came out. So that's how we got to, that's how we got here. Anyway, so I'm offering personal readings. There's a couple different options. They are going to be recorded because I can't be on a schedule. I have schedule trauma. I can't do it. So they are going to be recorded. All of the information that you need, if you are interested, can be found on my website. So the link for that is going to be in the description box. There's a couple different options depending on your needs. So with that being said, let's shuffle with a little bit more intention here. We're looking for a message for Cancer for September. E. Did you see, were there any other cards? Okay, I don't think so. There. All right. Here we go. Cancer. We have the Knight of Swords. The Five of Cups. 6 of Pentacles. The Tower. Knight of Cups. 2 of Cups. And then the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Okay. I always have to stop, like after I get all the cards out, I always have to stop and make sure that they're straight, like in the frame straightly. So I don't know why I felt the need to say that, but here we are. So, you know, this is very interesting. Because, you know, I mean, obviously we're talking about you, Cancer, and, you know, Cancers have this kind of direct connection to emotion, right? That's kind of like the thing that you hear about Cancers, is that they can have a tendency of being very emotional, which sometimes can be unpredictable. Sometimes, you can come across as being moody. There's even, like with Cancers, there's like a comfort thing. Like it's like a creature comfort. Like for whatever reason, I just keep getting like home, and, your safe space is really kind of what's coming through. But it's interesting because there maybe has been a disconnect with that. Like maybe at some point in the recent past, somebody really kind of burned you on that. And this is almost like this journey back, this journey back to your emotional body, like reconnecting to that. That's just, like first impressions. Of course, we're going to go through each one of these cards here. And really the reason why I say that is because of these two cards that we start off with here, and even the Five of Cups. But we have the Knight of Swords here. Swords represent air. Air signs are Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And specifically, I think this is a card of Gemini. So there could be a Gemini in your orbit. There doesn't have to be. Sorry, multitasking. And, so in this image here, we have this knight that is battling, this kind of looks like a goose. In this deck, there's like a whole image that goes with like each suit. So when they're all put together, it all makes sense. But this has that, kind of Harry Potter slaying the that snake. What was it called? Oh, why am I cannot remember the name of the snake right now. Oh, that is annoying. That makes me so mad. I love Harry Potter. I'm dying right now. Anyway, it has that feeling. But with the Knight of Swords, there's, like swords, again, have to do with air. It's our thoughts, our mind, how we think about things. It's our perception of reality. It's also the card of ego, because that's generally where we hear our ego, is in our minds. So it's, kind of those filters that experiences, conversations, feelings, it's the filters that we have in place that determine what our, how we perceive our reality. And with the Knight of Swords, it can sometimes be a bit too logical, like logistics. There's nothing wrong with being logical, of course, and reasonable, like using reason. But there is kind of, like that thin line of becoming almost robotic. So, like this is like taking action based solely on what you think, solely on what your perception of reality is, based on your prior experiences. But, you know, I mean, also in this depiction, there is this bravery here because this person is battling, you know, this goose, and it appears to be winning. You know, they have their sword stuck in this thing's mouth. So, you know, I mean, you could be, or could have been in this energy of really having to use your mind. But it's interesting because we have it paired with the Tower card. And the Tower, is, you know, kind of that sudden upheaval. It's the sudden changes. I mean, you might see it coming. Most times we don't. But it's, you know, the things that no longer serve us are going to be gone. Like, they are going to exit our lives. It could be timelines collapsing. It could be relationships. It could be jobs. It could even just be a way of thinking or a way of perceiving things. And the Tower is only going to take out what no longer serves. Nothing more, nothing less. And that can be a bit chaotic. And it's interesting. I mean, you could have been in this energy for some time. You could have really been considering, you know, like I have that saying, I say it all the time. I said it at the beginning of this thing. I'll go wherever the energy takes me as long as it feels good. I'm a Cancer rising. And I spent probably at least 2 years at this point. Let me think. Almost 2 years getting out of my head and into my body. There's a time and a place for being logical, but, you know, if a thought or when a thought enters my mind or an idea or whatever, I let that just kind of sink down into my body, see how it feels. I'm an emotional manifesting generator. I have an undefined head. And of course, in the realm of human design, we don't make decisions from our head anyway. I just wanted to throw that out there. But you could have been in an energy recently where you're kind of determining what stays and what goes. Because we have this Five of Cups here, which talks about mourning and grieving. Because this whatever this is, it's not easy. It's not easy to change your relationships. It's not easy to realize that there are things in your life that either don't make you feel good or just aren't helping. You know, like you're giving more than what you're getting from, you know, a relationship, a job, whatever, you know, the case may be, your community, your network, whatever it is. And, you know, this Five of Cups is about mourning, but also letting those things go. You know, we have this character here. There's 3 cups that are dropping. There's still 2 here. And what's so interesting is that we have the 2 of Cups on the table. So, you know, what was in these cups don't work anymore. They're no longer serving you, whatever they are. And it's making that decision to let them go. Finally, or actually. It's not easy, you know? And then we have the Knight of Cups here. I'm just kind of staring at this card. I mean, you know, of course they're different suits, but I'm like, look at the difference between, you know, this guy is riding on whatever this thing is, while this knight is battling, you know, that goose. This one is, it looks like they're kind of having a good time. But the Knight of Cups generally talks about an offer coming. There could be an apology, whether you're the one receiving that apology or you're the one that's giving it. There could be an offer of commitment. And, you know, I mean, that can be anything from, of course, a romantic relationship, like taking it to the next level. That could be a friendship. It could be a business partnership. But this is going to come from a place of love. It's going to come from a place of like the emotional body. It's not coming from the head. This is the connection to the emotion, to the heart space. And it will be something that you feel good about. And even, you know, by releasing these things in the Five of Cups, that, you know, frees up some energy. Like it might just kind of feel like you have a weight taken off of you, because literally you have dropped off a lot of this emotional baggage. And then the Six of Pentacles, it talks about reciprocation. What you give, you get back. You know, there's a little bit of karma in there. Pentacles represent earth signs. It could be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, specifically a Taurus. But, you know, we can see that they're standing on Five Pentacles here. And it would depend on your situation, but they could either be offering a pentacle to this person, or this person is offering them. I mean, you know, with the Six of Pentacles, it's like, it would be more so that this person is offering it to them because they have enough here. And that's what the Six of Pentacles talks about. You know, I mean, there's like a charity aspect to it, but it's more so about like recognizing that you have enough. You have so much where you can share it with somebody else. You can recognize, you know, like when somebody else needs help, and you can provide that. It doesn't have to be monetary, because, you know, I mean, Pentacles, it does talk about our money. It talks about our time. It talks about our physical body also, and our health. So, you know, I mean, you could be offering, you know, like recognizing that you have an ability to help people with whatever your expertise is in, or whatever, of course, that you're like interested in. Like, what is the thing that, you know, kind of lights you up? And this would also be, you know, like people recognize you for your gift. Or like, you know, for your expertise. And they're also like willing to pay you for that. And then we have the Two of Cups here. And it's interesting because it kind of seems like these two seem like grown-up versions of these two. So this could be, you know, like something that was a dream when you were younger. There could be a person. Again, it could be romantic, it could be platonic. But the Two of Cups does talk about sharing your love, sharing that passion with somebody else. And we also see on here that they come with their own cup. Both people have their own cups and they're both full. So it's not 90-10, it's not 80-20. We're both showing up fulfilled. And at that point, you know, we can share our joy with somebody else. And like I said, you know, we have the Two of Cups here, and then we have the actual Two of Cups there. So, you know, this could be that just the right people, you know, like your audience, your people, your tribe, they'll show up. They'll find you. Maybe you start putting yourself out there on social media or start doing videos, you know, like just as a way of, hey, you know, like this is what I'm doing. This is, you know, like an option that's available. Let's work together. And then, you know, like here we have the Queen of Chalices. So you can just kind of see how, you know, the images, how they do that. And the Queen of Cups talks about healing. There is definitely, you know, and again, coming back to the emotional body, this is also the card of Cancer. So this is being in alignment. This is getting back to yourself. This could even be fighting limiting beliefs, because, and it's so crazy that I don't know. Because I did the Virgo reading and theirs was a big focus was about overcoming limiting thoughts. I'm pretty sure that's what I called, like what I named the video. Because, you know, and I'm just like looking back at this card, the Knight of Swords here, it's kind of like you can absolutely do whatever you are thinking about doing. If there's something that you have just been kind of sitting and pondering on for a while, it's like, you know, a goal, a dream, you know, just something that you're like, oh God, I don't think it's possible. It is. Because they're fighting this goose and they're winning. And then, like I said, you know, we have the Queen of Cups down here, compassion, intuition. There's a huge healing element here. So again, you know, even something, whatever you're deciding to do, it could even have that element of heart-centered healing. And again, you know, that can be across the board, right? I mean, it could be healing the physical body with the Six of Pentacles here. It could be healing relationships. It could be healing, you know, or helping people heal their relationship to themselves. It could even be helping you heal your relationship to yourself. We have the Three of Pentacles behind, which talks about planning. There's also a collaboration element that comes to the Three of Pentacles. But, you know, if you can tell, this person is building a wall. So it's starting to, you know, literally lay those bricks. That's going to become your home. I mean, that's an analogy, but, you know, it's like kind of taking those steps towards those dreams. so that they can actualize and become a reality. We have the Two of Pentacles with balance. This is balancing responsibilities. But, you know, again, with Pentacles, it's, you know, it has to do with how you're spending your time, how you're spending your money. How are you making your money? Six of Swords, moving forward, crossing a bridge, right? The Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity. Walking through that door there, like a door opens. And you're like, yes, I will walk through that door. Because it's 2022. Right? And we feel the fear, we do it anyway. And it's already September of 2022. But seriously, you know, like, all it takes is just one step forward. Even if it's, you know, starting to research something a little bit more. I mean, this feels like it's actual like movement towards a thing, because it already kind of seems like you've done a lot of research. You have a lot of information already. And at this point, it's a matter of physically moving forward. I love it. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for allowing me to read your cards. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.